when
you're absolutely all in.
Yeah, no, 110%, bro. I'm all for this shit.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was when T-Row had called me and said, like, check this out, like, you're back on Fig now. He had just got done having a conversation with Jack, and him and Jack were on speaker, and Jack handed the phone to me, and I'm, like, making some, like, little, like, shelf or something in the garage. And Terrell's like, yo. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, go ahead and quit that job, bro. It's over. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, quit that job, bro. It's over with. You can't be there anymore. I need you over here more. And I'm like,
that's what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Once, fives, throw them 20s. Looking dumb in the club, throw no money. Didn't want me, it's so funny. Now they get killed and go get her or go fund me. I done made a couple of hundred through pandemic. Hard 6 Vegas like P, no damn limit. Yo ass nigga money was short, that damn midget. Lifestyle rubbers won't work, I can't fit it. Then he plus the fuck on Netflix. Get her on the primes and I'm hitting the next bitch. Bitch, your last nigga don't exist.
What's going on, guys? Big Chief here. Welcome back to another episode of To Be Blunt. I'm here with your co-host, the DJ Birdwater.
Birdwater in the building. What's good? You already know. Back to our routine. Light up, smoke up, fuck with us. Let's get to it.
Yo. So I only bring either people I really fuck with on here or you're the big chief of what you do. This guy is both. I could tell you that. So his name is Syxx. Say what's up, Syxx.
What's going on, man?
Syxx
a long
in the
time
building.
coming, man.
Long time coming.
Right?
I watched this guy. He's been doing this thing before I even met him. But if you don't know, he's the behind the scenes of the Figgmunityworld. Mm-hmm. He does the GTA. He does multiple things. But let's talk about this, bro. This is the main reason I brought you here. So we can just get this out the way so we can start chopping it up because he's my boy.
Let's do it. What's up?
So I get a multiple people hitting me up like from the show, be like, hey, do you know anybody will be on there? And I gave a couple people on there, right? And I'm like, whoever makes this motherfucker shit is gonna be lit, right? Yeah. I don't know who it was at the time. I think I kind of met you before, but I'm not too sure at this point. You feel me? But I went in there and I started seeing bro just do the computer thing in there with T-Rail, and I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? I go there every episode though. Mm-hmm. I missed episode 1 because I was busy, but 2 on, I was there every single episode. And I start sitting in the chair, and I started kind of sitting next to him, right? Because he does the thing, and they're like pull up topics. All I do all day is look at shit. That's my job is marketing, right? So I started I stood sitting next to bro. I'm like, I started telling bro, hey, you should have so and so on here. And he clicks the thing. He's like, right here. I'm like, hey, and I'm just next to him, like, it would be crazy if they talked about this happened this week. He's like, it's right here. I'm like, oh, this guy fucking gets it, bro. So I see that you're really like connected into social media.
Thank you.
In the behind the scenes and doing your thing from even being a video guy to even being a part of the show, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people want a podcast, but they want to sit in front, but no one sees the behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like, at least for me, I call it like, like being a two-way player, like just like on the court. So when it comes to what I do with Figgmunityworld, I try and just be a two-way player at the game. So they both have to be balanced either way. Like I have to be as good as I am off camera as I am on camera. And before Figgmunityworld started, before I started working with Back on Fig, I was just a video game streamer. Like that's where I come from. I was streaming Call of Duty, the GTA servers and stuff like that. So this has just opened up a new door for me. And I feel like, people like people say I do a lot, and I feel like this has done a lot for me for real. Like I don't feel like there's a limit to the amount of work that I can put into this, because shit, this has changed a lot about what I'm doing right now and the way that I've been able to be a two-way player in this game.
Let's talk about the experience with the 100th episode, for example. You were there too with Back on Fig. Remember they did that? The whole squad was there, right?
Yeah.
Did you see how we came together as a team and you got to experience like, damn, we're one fucking team in this bitch. You feel me? Everybody was in there, right? And I seen you doing your thing, but being a part of podcasting and being a part of vlogs and stuff give you different experiences that like you never think you'd imagine, or you listen to some fucking dark ass jokes the homies be telling you, you laugh at it. It's fun, bro. It's not even a job.
Nah, never. This never feels like work. I never wake up and like dread doing any part of what I'm doing, be it on camera or off camera. The thing with Figgmunity and like why Figgmunity unity as a phrase like really makes sense is because this isn't like a bunch of people who are randomly together on a business idea. This isn't people who got stuck together or who just tried to make it work. This is actually like really a family at this point. and we really all come together and just do it because we all love doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring this up. Why you beefing with my boy Smac? Why you beefing with Smac, bro?
Damn, I love that question. That's my favorite question. I get it often. Even when we were talking about like the whole idea of me and Smac doing a boxing match, that's my guy, man. That's the biggest shocker to people when they talk about Smac and they're like, "Oh man, fuck what Smac's talking about." I'm like, "Nah, man. That's my guy. That's how he's supposed to talk. We go back and forth because that's my boy. Smac will look out for me the same way I look out for Smac, bro. Like, that's my brother, seriously.
When the cameras are cut, I seen them boys like chopping it up right there, cracking up, like exactly what happened at the episode, like laughing at each other. But you guys you guys that experience it from the outside world, you guys don't know how much love is in that room. How much these people take care of each other, call each other, check up on each other. Something's not working, it like literally someone else will come make it happen. And I was there at the No Jumper era, and I seen all that go through, and I seen them start their own podcast, and I seen them come put together, and I'm sitting there looking at it. It's like it's just unity and gets closer and closer. When you bring a lot of great people around you, and everyone has what they're good at. Yeah. Some people are good at talking. Some people are good at making jokes. Some people just egg on conversation, and some people say crazy ass shit that don't even make sense sometimes. Exactly. But it's so funny. And you get so much organic content out of there, and people really like watching something like that, bro. Yeah. So from outside looking in, like, tell me your experience with like just being a part of something like that.
Well, before that, because we're jumping a little bit, how did you even get involved with Back on Fig or T-Rail and them?
So with it all, there's two people I gotta credit. If you're familiar with the YouTuber Black Charcoal, that was my boy before any of this. That's the only person who I knew that was associated with any of these people. And so we were working on something, and he had introduced me to Jack. Okay. And so Jack's like,
"Let me smoke, Jack."
Let him smoke in the crib, Jack. I'm gonna say, let him smoke in the crib.
Come on, Jack. You gotta go.
But Jack was like asking questions. He's like, "Yo, why is it whenever like Chark needs help with some shit, he calls you? Like what's that about? Like, what do you do?" And so I explained it all. I'm like, yeah, you know, I stream right now. So when it comes like streaming advice and shit like that, I'm always giving Chark streaming advice. Then I'd help Chark make his Discord, all the same things that I've done for Back on Fig. And then so Jack was like, well, cool. Like if I need you, like, can I call you? I'm like, most definitely, bro. I'm out here living in Long Beach. I'm not too far. I'll even pull up. One day Jack was like, hey, my guy Terrell wants to do a stream. And I just want you to monitor it, make sure everything goes on, like make sure that we have everything that we need to set up the stream. At this time, I have no clue who bro is. No freaking clue. And so he comes in, shakes my hand, what's going on? I'm T-Rail. You about to help with the stream? I'm like, yeah, cool. We go up, we put it together, and I leave. I go downstairs. I don't even watch the show. Episode 1, I was there since episode 1. I have no clue what happened out in episode 1. And truth in the details, that episode's not saved, so I never will know what happened in episode 1. Oh, shit. All I knew is that him and Smac were upstairs screaming, laughing, and I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on up there? Like, this is crazy. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm not about to just like barge in and ruin their stream and like be like, what y'all doing? I can sit down? Like, nah, it's not. It wasn't like all that. So I was like, next time, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna see what's going on. Cause I don't know where this energy just popped out from. Cause he was so mellow and calm when he first met. Went upstairs, whole different person.
Yeah, that's him.
So I had stayed in the second episode, and I'm watching the chat go, and I'm like, okay, a lot of people in here, cool. Like, you know, they're clearly whatever they're doing is right.
Yeah, they got motion.
And so I'm listening to the conversation, dude, and they're cracking jokes about Smac's shirt. Cause Smac had this white T-shirt that had his Instagram on it. It was super crazy, super low budget, and so I was like, damn, this reminds me of like when I be talking to my homies, bro. Like y'all just getting at each other, getting in a chat, talking about some topics here and there. Like it's just so fluid and so real. Yeah. And I told Jack, and Jack was like, yo, like, you know, if you want to pop in and help him out, like every so often, I'm like, dude, I'll be here every day. Yeah. Every day that they're gonna stream, let me know. Just so I can listen. Right. Because this shit is funny as hell. Exactly. Yeah. And so they started asking for me to do more during the time. And I was like, for sure. Like, I believe in this. Right. Super early on. I'm like, this is going to be the funniest shit ever. Yeah. I was feeling like it was on a West Coast 85 South show vibe. Uh-huh. And so I'm like, dude, like, these guys aren't even professional comedians. They're just normal niggas who are just like us. And it's just such a real vibe going on. Dope. And from then on, just like, it's became history, man. I mean, the coolest part is that from the jump, everybody's been able to see it. Yeah.
I love how you stated that you're like, you made your part, like you made yourself an asset to where you could do, like you said, a two-way player type shit. and you seen the value in that. That's pretty dope. Because when I watched the first show and I was like, yo, this dude Smac, wild, bro.
Yeah.
Came late, Newport, little bottle of alcohol and shit like that.
Yeah,
I was
Smac's
like,
bag,
be
man.
lit, bro.
Those are the original days when Smac used to go to the liquor store, get the bag,
Yep.
and he had like a little ass bottle of
Yep,
something,
yep.
his Newports, and
Yep.
like 2 Pro Clubs in there. I'm like, damn, bro, why do you need extra shirts? Because he sweats out one of them, is gonna switch
He
to the other
dances
one
all day.
Yeah.
When me and him first met Smac, it was in actually Pun's studio where they shoot Ace Boys Worldwide. You feel me? So pretty much he's in there dancing, bro.
Yeah.
And but he tells me he was up all day. He just came from an event right there. I don't know how long the event was. Then I talked to him later about it. Bro was dancing for like 24 hours in sleep, and I met him. He had the best energy in the world. He comes up to me, damn, my bitch tripping. She ain't even answer my call. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're fucking, you get their
You're
ass
out-
thrown
you're
over
out
there.
the whole
And he goes,
day,
he
bro.
goes, you're right. And me and Joe's like, I like this
Yeah,
guy. You
yeah.
know what I mean? And then we talked about it and we became really good friends organically and naturally.
Yeah.
Smac's the type of person who's one of the most genuine souls. He never talks about anything horrible unless he's calling you a funky cock
never.
bitch. You feel
Hey,
me?
that's it, and that's just the way he talks. That's
Yeah.
really just the way he talks, because he's a funky cock bitch. Like, and the cool shit about Smac is I always take it back to where when Back on Fig went to Vegas and did the podcast in Vegas. Smac looked out for me every step of the way.
Big
we went
bro
out.
shit.
We went out that night to the club, did it up, went crazy. Smac called me every hour until I got back to the crib after the club.
Damn, that's
He was
lit.
like, yeah, you home yet? I'm
Yeah.
like, nah. He's like, let me know when you home.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call again. He's like, I ain't hear from you, young man. What's going on? You know how Smac talk.
Yeah.
Where you at, young man? Where you
Yeah.
at? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm about to tell you. I'm finna.
Do you know what Smac does to me at the strip club? When I order my money? He counts it. I'm like, bro, just give it to me. He was like, no, they shorted you. And he'll tell me, and he'll tell her, he was like, no, you don't have to worry about it. And he'll get the money and give it to me. And I'll try to give him a stack. He was like, nah, you have fun with it. I'm like, bitch, take the stack.
Smac is the most
And I'm
genuine
like,
human being.
he'll throw it and they have a good time. Me and Smac when in Houston, we're laying on the balcony eating shrooms till like 7 in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
It's sick. But anyways, going back to it, bro. What's next for you? I see you literally capitalized on Back on Fig. Now you're part of the team.
Yeah.
The fans know you. The people know you. Some of them hate you. Some of them love you.
Hey, man,
and
you
when
gotta
they
take the
see
love
the
with
ones
the
that
hate.
hate you, they come up to you in person and show you the most love.
That's
I'm
the
always
coolest
telling
part.
you.
That happened at
That's
the live
craziest
show,
thing.
man. That happened at the live show. That's why I be telling people, like, what hate? When they're like, oh, the chat's always getting on you and this, that, and the other, and get off the camera and stop doing this. I'm like,
You're talking to like the homie.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, what hate? These guys are all older than me. These are all like my older brothers. You know what I mean? They're gonna talk shit. I'm the youngest of 2 brothers. They talk shit. This is nothing new for
Yeah.
me. I'm not prepared for this moment. Like,
You gotta fight. You gotta fight back.
I gotta earn my spot
Yeah,
here
that's big
every
bro,
day.
little bro shit right there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's cool.
I took them out with me, right? I had to let them know because they say he don't pull bitches. You feel me? And they say and they fuck with him, and I'm like, all right, because I know every single type of bitch anybody in there pulls. You feel me?
Yeah.
And what's called all the homies. So I'm like, all right, bro, we're having a good time. And I'm like, I see you, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Next time I go, it's a different one. I see you, bro. Pulls a couple of groups of friends. Now every time we go out, I'm like, bro gets the game. So I went in there and I let him know. I'm like, hey, I don't know what kind of girls y'all be named, but bro has one up on y'all. You feel me? He be pulling hoes. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Then AD seen it one time. AD, remember? He comes up, he's like, nah, he really does though. And then
And then
you feel
Duno
me?
seen it in the club, man.
Bro,
Like,
they look at you and you think, I'm not gonna lie to you, I never judge you, bro, off anything. They think you're a bitch.
yeah, you feel me? But like, that's the little bro game. That's
But
the
you're
little
not,
game.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're genuine, you're kind as fuck. People, at first I thought you were rude as fuck or mean, whatever. When I first started talking, I was like, this guy showed me so much fucking love.
Yeah, that's my
It's just
action
the way
mode.
he
That's
talks.
my action mode, yeah.
Yeah, the way he talk. And I'm like, oh, he's just talking to you like one of the homies off the shit. So you grew on me like a motherfucking mole, bro.
Damn, man.
And I'm actually happy to call you one of my friends.
Likewise,
Yeah,
bro.
you for sure one of us, bro. Like it takes us a short amount of time to see what type of people people are around us. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely fuck with you. I tapped in one time. You're streaming. I don't know what game it was, but are you still being consistent with streaming now?
GTA.
Yeah. So I do all kinds of games. GTA. I just like had this whole VR little segment that I had going. Call of Duty.
Dope.
I think I took 2.5 weeks off of streaming just to figure out exactly where I wanted to take it.
Yeah.
Which direction of streaming do I want to do? And instantly I jumped on the podcast wave and I was like, yeah, like I get it. Like these conversations are way better than recording, like way better recorded. I feel like podcasting has become like a type of therapy for some people, like just getting those ideas out and getting those conversations down. And so I called one of my boys and he's coming back to LA soon. and we're gonna do the podcast together.
That's lit.
So I took down my own personal podcast to do this one with the homie and just get these conversations down because this is somebody who's really, really, really like me.
Yeah.
He actually was on the Figgmunity News, Kenny Knox.
Lit.
So doing that podcast with him is gonna be such a crazier conversation and just the best way to take it to the next level when it comes to podcasting in general.
Yeah.
But as
Podcast. Oh, go ahead. Actually, go
as
ahead.
far as gaming as well, yeah, man. I mean, that's the side of streaming that I came up on was always just putting out funny, good gaming content. That's the shit that I enjoy. Like I'll sit down and go play 2K, play Call of Duty or something when I finish off my day. So that's something I for sure want to continue.
What made you not want to go to college and just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna be a streamer, I'm gonna be a gamer, I'm gonna figure this shit out? Like, cause you kind of see what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good ass question. I tried college. 3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
3
man.
times? Motherfuckers don't even try 1 time.
I dropped out. I probably got the most dropouts in college history, man. So my mom's
Dropped out of
biggest
college 3
thing.
times.
My mom's biggest thing was like, go to high school, get your diploma, then go to college, get your degree, figure out life from there. And I was always just a kid who was like, school's cool. I wasn't bad at school. I always was a smart kid. I always had decent grades. It was just like, I sat in the room with a lot of people that I didn't think were ready to take it to the next level for themselves.
Right.
And so I was just like, I'm sitting in classes, listening to a teacher talk, and I'm like, the fuck are you saying?
Right.
Like really, what are you talking about? And so when it came to like my first attempt dropping out of college, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna apply for the next semester.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom was mad. She was like, next semester, you know what? You can apply again next semester, but right now you're gonna get a job.
Yeah.
And then working a job, I was like, cool. I'm getting paid to be here. So there's bullshit going on, but at least I'm making bread at the same time.
Right.
I applied the next semester for school. I was skipping classes. That's what I call my second dropout.
Damn.
I was like, I'm not going to school. I was taking more
It
shits
wasn't
at
for
work.
you, bro.
Exactly. And this is when I was realizing it, but there's so many people around me telling me, like, go to
Pressuring
college,
you.
go to
Right.
college. You won't get a life if you don't go to college.
Facts.
And so
Your
I was like,
environment doing that to you. Yeah.
I feel like I had to hide it at that point where I was like, okay, cool, I'm just going to skip these classes. I paid for myself with the money that I worked off, so my mom didn't have to trip about any of that shit. I wasn't wasting her money. I'm like, I know I'm going to skip this shit, but fuck it, it's worth it. I'd go to the studio, make music. I'd start recording content. That's where I put out my first vlogs. I'd literally skip class in college, go make videos on campus, and professors would be like, don't you have class right now? Like, aren't you in my class? And I'm like, I'm not going. I'm gonna be honest with you. I already paid. You're good. I'm just not going.
Yeah.
Time number 3. So this is after I got kicked out of my mom's house. I got kicked out at 17.
Oh shit.
So at that point, I was like, I'm just not gonna go to school at all. My mom was like, you know what? Enroll in 1 class. I'm like, cool. Let me do
Wait, you were 17 in college?
Yeah, 17 college. I graduated high school a year early.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
So I started off at a private school when I was in like kindergarten through 1st grade. Then I'd moved to public schools for 2nd grade.
Oh,
and so my parents, like, they were able to like shove me into kindergarten because it was a private school, and they were just like, okay, cool. She has 2 other kids, so let's just throw this other one in, see if he gets started early. So when it came to 2nd grade, damn, Mom, I'm sorry for snitching on you right now. They changed the information allegedly, and this is back when everything was on paper, so it's like it looked like it said 1999 when it really should have said 2000. But that's just because she has bad penmanship, not because she did it on purpose. But yeah, so I was able to go into 2nd grade in public school, and I just went all the way up.
Dope.
Because by the time I got into like middle school, they were like, well, shit, he's been going this far, like. They might as well just keep it going.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, she finessed the system.
For sure. For sure she
You
did,
in school
man.
1 year less, you lucky motherfucker. Hey.
Bro, I feel like I was going back to what you were saying earlier about you starting your pod. I feel like nowadays, bro, pod is still blowing up. Like when we started like a year ago or whatever it was, or I think it was shorter.
No, it's been over a year.
Yeah, like I was like, you hear some people say podcast oversaturated. It's not, bro.
Nah.
It's not. There's a lot of people that want to do it, but there's not a lot of good podcasts out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like it's something that a lot of people nowadays look into more than a TV show. Like it is their TV show.
My brother watches pods like crazy, bro. I'm like, why the fuck are you watching his? Remember the other day? Like, why the fuck are you watching his pod? He was like, I kind of like what he speaks to. Maybe I won't relate to, bro. Maybe he will. You feel me?
Yeah.
Maybe your show's not for everybody. You feel me? Like people who don't even smoke blunts probably watch my show. You know what I mean? Because it's just the conversations that we talk about.
You
You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
I for sure smoke when I'm watching
What is
y'all,
your
man.
pod gonna like? Kind of like what direction are you taking your podcast towards?
I feel like we're gonna lean into the nerd space a little bit, man.
Okay.
Like I think it's funny because like
the nerd space is
you
crazy.
feel me? Like nerds look different now. Like
Yeah.
The nerd space is crazy.
if we're gonna go to the old definition of a nerd, Kai Cenat is one of the biggest nerds on the planet.
Yeah,
Oh, that guy is. I love that guy.
But it's like everybody loves Kai right now.
Yeah,
He's a cool nerd.
he's definitely.
He knows how to dance, and he's on music too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
Everything,
that's exactly the pocket that I'm trying to get into.
Is nerd even a bad thing?
Nah, hell no.
AD's a nerd.
Yeah, he's a
People don't
super
even
nerd.
know.
What?
That motherfucker's
AD
nerd.
is a huge nerd. So it's like I feel like I'm trying to lean into that word a little bit more and be like, yeah, you damn right, I'm a nerd.
My brother's a nerd.
There's a big audience for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Why, so as far as like the nerd shit, like give me an example. Like, what do you like? What exactly? What specifically? Or what? You know?
You are not a nerd.
I've read almost every Marvel comic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and watch the movies, and I compare the movies to the comic, and be like, y'all missed on this, y'all missed on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
You're a
anime,
nerd.
I can't get into anime like that. That's where I'm kind of lost at. It's just there's so many animes that exist, and everybody watches 10 of them, and they're like gonna make me a list, and all these lists that I have of animes I should watch are different. I'm just like, I'm gonna leave it alone for now.
There's so many different type of
Naruto is
animes.
lit.
Naruto, Boruto, all that.
I heard I shouldn't even watch Boruto until like seasons whatever, and then with animes, people will like send you episodes you should watch. Like skip this episode, skip that. I'm like, bro, I've never watched a show in my life and skipped episodes in it because they didn't matter. Like that sounds crazy.
Hey, bro, are you from LA?
I'd be more specific because
Are you from
Long Beach, right?
You're from
Because
Long Beach, right?
They
That's what
play
I'm asking
about
you.
the city a little bit
No,
too
because
much.
look,
Yeah.
the reason is if you're out in New York and they're like, "Where you from?" You're gonna be like Long Beach. Where's that? L.A.
No, for sure, yeah.
Kind of
When it
see what I'm
comes-
saying?
When it comes to
Who depends
people-
who you're talking to.
Exactly. If it's somebody who's from here, I'm from Long Beach.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference than being from LA.
What side of Long Beach are you from?
The north side.
Okay, how was growing up north side Long Beach, home to Vince Staples, OT's from there. A lot of people are from Long Beach, and Long Beach people take pride in. We're not from LA. We're from Long Beach.
From Long
you
Beach.
feel me?
It's so specific, bro. Like the same as like people from Compton. They're like, nah, I'm from
I'm from Compton.
bro. Like
I'm
you
not
gotta
from
feel
LA.
me on that one. Being from Long Beach, bro, was like it's such a trophy to have, bro. Like seriously. It's a mix of everything.
What do you mean?
at
You got
once.
the Queen Mary. That's all.
We got the ghetto on the same side as the water. Like you feel me? Like
And you
that
got
shit
the
is
Islander
fire.
people,
Exactly,
all that.
bro.
This shit's crazy.
And just the mix of culture in Long Beach is so amazing.
What are the streets like that, bro?
What
The
you
streets
mean?
are different in Long Beach. Like, bro, they're all tiny and like one ways.
Yeah, it depends on
And,
what
like,
street you on, man. So I grew up on off of South and Atlantic are the main streets.
Okay.
And just like all down Atlantic is just so much stuff to do to where I didn't feel like I ever needed a car in Long Beach. Like I had my skateboard first. Skate culture is really big in Long Beach. I grew up skating at the park near Jordan. And there was a DeForest Park right on the, like if you go all the way across, damn near across the town. But dude, like Long Beach is major. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I look forward to doing is like when I get to whatever my peak is, wherever I'm best at, I'm gonna go back to Long Beach and like do so much for the community. I want to renovate a lot of old shit that got tore down or that just like isn't as well as it should be. Like that skate park in Long Beach, I want to completely redo it.
Yeah.
It was such like a dope place to be, and I don't see it as lit as it used to be anymore. Like
What makes you want to do that?
that's just who I am, bro. Like I always say, like my biggest two things as community and kids, bro. Like I want to make such a huge impact on the future of this world, bro.
Love that.
Before back on Fig, I was working at the YMCA with kids. I was a football coach at the same time.
Lit.
T-Rail would call me and ask questions about streaming. I'd be coaching a football game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm coaching. I'm like, all right, cool. Now do this, now do that, and these are the settings that you need. Like when
You're absolutely all in.
yeah, no, 110%, bro. I'm all for this shit.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was when T-Row had called me and said, like, check this out, like, you're back on Fig now. He had just got done having a conversation with Jack, and him and Jack were on speaker, and Jack handed the phone to me, and I'm, like, making some, like, little, like, shelf or something in the garage. And Terrell's like, yo. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, go ahead and quit that job, bro. It's over. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, quit that job, bro. It's over with. You can't be there anymore. I need you over here more. And I'm like,
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted. But I think like the hard part was saying bye to them kids, man.
Yeah.
Like I got a real love for the youth.
Yeah. That's dope.
That's where I found like the most pride and the most fun. So that's definitely why I know I'm gonna build a community center in Long Beach. I'm gonna build that skate park back up. I'm gonna make sure like, it's a safer place for kids, bro.
I used to volunteer coach little kids basketball from like It was like age like 6 to 9 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like 2 or 3 seasons. And bro, like that impact and influence you can have on little kids and that relationship you build with them, you know what I'm saying? Like it's special, bro. And it's a different type of vibe. So I feel like what you mean by leaving, because I had to stop doing it. Because I had to start, getting different bags, and more of my time started going towards like entrepreneurship and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that, what have you learned, like being around them and seeing their growth? Like, what have you learned from everyone that's part of Back on Fig?
With the Back on Fig group, like I've learned so much about like moments and how important moments are. Whether it's capturing a moment, being present within a moment, or waiting for your moment is one of the biggest things that I've learned. Like I tell you, like when you talk about like, the chat loves you or the chat hates you or some shit like that, like
you can't beat the chat though.
You can't. No, you can't fight the chat, but also at the same time you gotta wait for your moment.
Right.
Like right now, I'm building.
Yeah.
And so waiting isn't just like it's not a stationary thing. While you're waiting, what are you doing while your moment's pending?
Right.
Are you getting better? Are you learning?
Exactly. Because no matter what, the moment is gonna come.
Right.
Are you going to be prepared
Eventually,
for the moment?
preparation meets opportunity, and when they meet, it's beautiful.
Exactly.
No, and that's good too, because like a lot of people don't understand how to play a role, and be patient.
Talk about it. Go deep into that. Let's talk about that. Playing a role.
Playing the role is important.
Like for instance, like let's just say you came on and then you seen all the potential, right? You seen where this could be, right? How big it could be, right? I feel like most times people come in that situation, if they're not aware of the situation and they're not mature enough to see the bigger picture, they're going to be trying to come the star as well.
For sure.
They're going to try their way to implement their way on the show, even though that's not their role,
Right.
And like you found your lane and you seen the potential and you seen the bigger picture and you took advantage, you capitalized on the opportunity, and you were patient with it, because timing is everything and patience is part of that.
You don't do the bare minimum either, bro.
Right.
You
And that's
me?
where
Thank you, bro.
that's where you find like that's where you find your stardom at. You feel me? Like it's not about being the star in front of the camera.
Right,
I'm the star behind the camera.
Right.
I say it a lot of the times, and this is with the utmost humbleness. A lot of motherfuckers can't fuck with me when it comes to production work.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why for me, the person who I look up to when it comes to production is Trevor. Trevor is killing the game.
He goes hard.
And has taught me so much for free.
I ran out of the studio one time. I wanted to show him love.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we did that? I was like, hey, I'm going to show him love. I'm going to run the studio. He asked me, you feel me? So I was like, all right, for sure. And I smoked in. I smoked that bitch out, though.
You smoked that bitch out.
But Trevor the other day was shooting a commercial. I was there, and he had a whole setup going right there. It was different, bro, like a professional setup, right?
Right.
But he takes pride in what he does. He's a super creative, but it's always being inspired by others and people in your environment that are doing great. If you're the smartest person in your environment,
Change
you're
your
in the
environment.
fucking wrong environment.
Correct.
Maybe if you want to keep that environment, make it big, but you got to have another environment. You know how people have multiple friend groups and multiple things? Go to a friend group and spend a lot of time with that friend group, so when you go back to your original partners and your homies, you can put them on game, and it's for them to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's really big. Playing your role is really huge. Like, if you don't play your part, we all fall down. We all lose, even if we're trying hard, So shout out to you in the back end for making all these motherfucking hundreds of thousands of people laughing every single moment of every single day, bro.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
What was your most like awe moment or wildest moment you had like with Back on Fig?
Dude, I gotta go
seen
back to
it
the
all.
live show.
Live
man.
show. I knew you were gonna fucking
The
say
live
that.
show is such a moment. I did some crazy high shit, and then like I thought back on it, and I was like, shit, I just did that.
What'd you do?
So it's right before the show's ending. T-Ro's kind of like closing out the show, and we're talking about songs that are being performed. I think RJ had just performed or somebody. And I grabbed the mic. And so I told Pot Lord earlier, I was like, yo, get T-Rail's song ready. One of the songs that he rapped back in the day. I'm like, get that shit ready. It's with him and RJ. And so I grabbed the mic. I'm like, hold on. Right when I'm saying hold on, I'm like, shit, this can go really well or really bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, so don't freeze up now. Just keep going. T-Rail got a song to perform, this, that, and the other. And so the song starts playing. He's like, I don't remember the lyrics. And so I start going to the crowd and I go, yeah, do that shit, do it. And I put the mic out and I'm like, this could either be a great moment or a horrible moment. I hold the mic out and it feels like 15 seconds of nothing, but all I hear is, do that shit, do it. I was like, fuck, I just did that. Like, that's the energy that the audience has, bro. Like, that shit is wild.
And it connected with you.
It connected. I turned around and I sat down. I was like, shit. And
That's
so
dope.
T-Rail hit me. He was like, that was cool, man. That was dope. I was like, bro, he could have hit
cool, man.
Right. He could have hit me and been like, don't
Ever do
no
that shit
like
again
that.
on my shit.
But that's the thing. We just love energy
He
with
would have been like,
Figgmunity,
man,
bro.
sit your stupid ass down.
He could have went one
Yeah,
or two
exactly what
ways.
he said.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He was
that's
like, don't
funny
ever
as
get
fuck.
your motherfucking ass up on this stage ever again. Help, boy.
No, I'm gonna tell you something about T-Rail, right? Because like you literally, that's part of our lives. You know what I mean? T-Rail is, bro. Except for that weird ass commercial you shot the other day, bro. I don't know about that facial commercial.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
skincare thing, man.
Go get your bag, G.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I really look up to bro the way he carries himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way he carries his kids, the way he has his, no one has his shit together, but the way he holds his shit together. You feel
sure,
me?
man.
And as a man, the way he carried himself, and he still has a kid in him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I even told bro like, hey, you were truly inspiring me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm glad I met you, and everything that we've been going through that's business. You feel me?
Yeah.
But our relationship is stronger than ever.
That's the funniest thing about this whole thing when it comes to like I'll get DMs where it's like, oh, you want to be this person or you want to be that person so bad. And
Are
I'm
we
like,
talking crazy like that too?
I get crazy DMs. I love it though. Keep doing it. Send all hate mail to
Right.
Sideshow Syxx. You feel me?
Just extra
Hate mail.
motivation right there.
Nah, but it's like, do you see how great AD, T-Rail, Macwa, Pun, like, do you see how great these, Jack included, do you see how great these people are? Like, you see the kind of success that they've reached? Why should I not be looking at the blueprint? I'm not out here copy and paste trying to mimic somebody. It's crazy. But imitation, one, is the best form of flattery. So if you ever feel like that, you know, I feel like if someone says I'm acting like Chief, I'm acting like Bert, y'all should be honored. You feel me? Because y'all are some great human
Bro,
beings.
let me tell you something that you should never be afraid of. I always take game from Smac. I take words from One Take Jake. Even AD. OT always goes, the big one, not the small one. I'm a
Yeah.
big Chief, and I took that.
Yeah.
So people, when I first see it and they don't know where it comes from, I'm like, you don't even know. That's my environment. That's who I am. So if I'd be crazy not to start taking phrases from here or here. Bro, when I talk to Smac, and I always 100 times say, in that order, after I
Yeah.
finish the sentence. And then
Me, it's-
I say that in person, people are like, oh, shit. What the fuck? I never really hear that. Bro, Nipsey Hussle says, I steal game. I take game. I see something fire, I'm going to take that shit. You feel me? I'm going to put it, I'm going to imply it. Humans learn from humans. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
So if like, what do you say? Imitation is flattery.
Yeah, imitation
And
is the best
for
form of
show.
flattery.
But don't put your little twist to it. You know what I
Of
mean?
course
Yeah.
not. Because here's the thing. Here's the issue with
Put your little twist to it.
copying somebody. You can never fully copy somebody.
Nope.
There's always going to be that difference. There's always going to be that discrepancy. What you're supposed to do when it comes to analyzation of people who are greats, take the pieces that you see that are great.
Right.
Leave the other shit.
Right.
Put something else there. I'm not trying to be like you. I'm trying to be as great as you, if not better. And that's what you want for the people around you.
Yeah.
The same way when it comes to like T-Rail learning how to stream and shit like that. He's not out here trying to be like, okay, how can I learn exactly what Syxx knows?
Yeah.
It's like, how can I take this and take it further?
Right.
And that's what he's done. I'd be like, okay,
He
well,
got
this
better
is
and better.
Right. This is what we do with the streaming shit. He's like, okay, well, can I do this?
Right.
I'm like, well, shit, I never thought of it. We could try it. Like the outside streaming, I would have been like, listen, bro, I don't know how we about to do this. It's gonna take too long. It's gonna be too ridiculous. Nobody really does it. And he's like, we're gonna make it happen.
That show's a hit.
Exactly.
That shit was dope.
That shit works.
Yeah.
That shit
every
was one of the
single
best
time.
streaming episodes, I'm sure, in one of the history next to Kai.
Yeah. I think when it comes to the ideas that he'll have, and he's like, well, Syxx, tell me how we can do it. And I'll be like, well, it's this, that, and the other. But
Yeah.
that would just be crazy. And he's like, so do it. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what you did the other day? Not the other day. You know what they did the other day, bro? Together, as when I say you guys, you feel me? I mean together as unit. They made NBA Network, and they had Dame on there
For the
before he
Dame
got
episode,
traded.
man.
Yeah.
Bro, why would you come to that platform and talk about it? It's because it's for the people.
Yeah.
And that's when if you're out there, you really
He
want
was
to.
comfortable too.
He was
Dame
super
was
comfortable.
super comfortable. The
He was-
vibes were there from the minute he walked in the room. There was like a cool 15 minutes where he just posted up and we're just chilling, talking before the episode gets jumping. And like, dude,
That's motherfucking Dame Lillard.
that's, you feel me? Like at the same time as
That's
damn,
Weber
Dame
State
Lillard,
motherfucker that wasn't
like,
supposed to make it and made a name for himself and got his
Exactly.
own
Yeah.
saying. Dame time. And you
Exactly.
guys have these guests.
No, and then what was cool is that like the energy was still the same. You know what I'm saying? He just added to it. It wasn't nothing different. Like they didn't try. They weren't starstruck. They're a little starstruck, obviously, but like the energy, who
It doesn't
they are,
stay,
yeah. And then kind of to go back to what we were talking about, I always like to say like I always looked at successful people, and I'd be like, okay, like how do they carry themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of decisions are they making? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they doing with their time that I'm not doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'll take that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the people's personality, I don't want to take. You know, maybe like a phrase that's dope, but like I like to look at someone and be like, okay, this dude carry himself like this. This is why he's successful. Yeah. So I'm gonna readjust how I live my life a little bit to where I could be somewhat in that start heading in that direction.
Don't get it twisted. Don't change yourself. Be yourself while you're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can always elevate your game.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Taking something from them, not their personality, but the game.
The game for sure. I soak up game.
That's what you're talking about too.
That's why it's like. That's why this is so amazing for me. Like I literally can post up and soak up game. I could pull up to anybody's podcast associated with Figgmunity and just soak up game. And that's how I'm learning. That's really what's brought me to the forefront to be like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna get on camera a little bit more. I'm learning a lot more. So people are like, oh, I recognize you do that, and AD does that. I'm like, yeah, I learned it. Like keeping my energy up while I'm on stream, that shit comes from Smac 110%. Smac will go 7 hours of a stream. Full energy, yeah, all that shit. You feel me? Like that's Smac, bro.
That shit kills me.
The analytical part, T-Rail.
Yeah.
The part where I'm gonna crack them jokes and just like really go all in for a joke, that's AD.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
And then Duno just with the dark jokes.
Duno lets me know that I can do it.
Yeah.
Duno knows you don't have a. Duno gives you a hope that there's no filter and you can say whatever you want to say because Duno says stuff and he knows there's consequences to it and he faces them shit.
Exactly.
And he knows he did the exact thing he's supposed to do because that's his role.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him for too. Let's give you a shout out, Duno.
We gotta give Duno
this
his flowers
motherfucker
for sure.
went and did a stand up show at a comedy. But you're crazy for telling your mom was getting fucked when you're leaving the house, my boy. But that's the dark humor.
But here's the thing. Nobody can say Duno is not a comedian.
No, he is for
that
sure.
motherfucker's funny.
That's how I first
on
found
and
out
off the
about
camera.
him.
How did Duno really blow up?
Yeah, doing
comedy.
skits.
How are you gonna say this motherfucker's not a comedian?
Yeah.
That
shit
motherfucker's
sounds
a comedian.
I think with that we could like kind of talk about it because people, let's just say a certain audience or certain demographic, they're like, I know Duno for TikTok. So if he steps out of that, it's like, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be TikTok funny guy. No, that's not
crazy.
it. That's Duno trying to elevate. That's Duno trying
how
to
you
be
overcome
involved
that?
in so many different avenues so he could really just take over. And I feel like in the next 5 years, Duno's going to be a multi-millionaire.
He is.
One of the biggest names internationally known, bro. For sure.
Let's go back to the topic when they say, hey, I don't think you could do this or I can do this. When we first started podcasting, they're like, oh, they're podcasting.
Yeah.
Then they see us, they're like, oh, damn, your podcast is going good.
Yeah.
Now they tell their friends, like, To Be Blunt podcast, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At first, people don't believe in you. We're like 60, 70 episodes in already, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And now I'm really getting comfortable in this. And then I always believe myself doing this pod, right? But now he's classified as a podcaster, if you could really say this, because we do come off of this, you know what I mean?
And people take it serious now.
Yeah.
They see the motion, they see the growth. They're like, okay, dang, like you guys got something going here. And we go around, people actually watch our shit, you know. Our partners, people at Big Chief, they fuck with our shit heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no like fake shit, like, oh, like, you know, everyone's doing it. No,
Organic.
It's like, you guys are actually really like doing well. We like what you guys talk about. We like the knowledge you guys are putting out. We like how open you guys are. We like how funny you guys are. We like how you guys talk about all this shit, you know?
Damn, Joe, hyping this up. We look good right
really
there.
do
You know
this
what I'm saying? All of that. Hey, but let's take it to this, right?
Let's do it.
Bro, imagine, like, you can literally be like, okay, I want to be an artist today. None of your friends are going to support you. Not one. We always talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
No one's going to, not one person's going to support you.
For sure.
Some people might look at you, imagine if you have a girlfriend, like, what the fuck? No, you're not an artist. You're not, I haven't even seen the art side of you because you never release it to her. You feel me? Never release it to that side because you're not comfortable. But the moment you're like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm going to believe in myself. I don't give a fuck what people say. And the people I attract, and the people I won't unfollow me. Fuck it.
Right.
Or don't talk to me. Or don't even tell me about it. I don't even want to hear how shitty my music is. Because someone out there once a day is going to come up to you and be like, hey, bro, you get me through the day.
Yeah.
Or, hey, bro, you did that. And that's who you do it for.
Yeah,
Right,
facts.
exactly.
Yeah.
Don't people please. That Instagram shit, all you're doing right now, posting and every single thing, bro, you don't gotta flex what you have. As long as you're happy naturally and you have really good relationships in your real life, family, friends, business partners. Because the day you pass away and you're laying in deathbed, you're gonna be sitting there and you're like, damn, I wish I did this. I wish I did this, right?
Exactly.
And then that's the fucking saddest thing in the world. Imagine you're sitting there, you got your whole fucking people that not even family, man, you got family in there. And the thing is, and to the point where they're so proud of you and you have a legacy left on and you're laying there like, damn, I don't give a fuck to impress nobody because their opinion never fucking mattered in the first place.
That's my thing. Like I've had a lot of people recommend the book 48 Laws of Power to me.
Nice book.
I've heard about that.
And while like it's a great read, super great read. But here's the thing. One, outdated.
Yeah.
A lot of the ideas in 48 Laws of Power are not going to land you anywhere successful in today's industries or just business model.
Yeah.
The business model changed.
2, dude, the whole concept of the book is to snake everybody around you.
Oh shit.
And in order to get to the top.
Yeah.
And so it leads back to what you said, where it's like, okay, cool, you followed the steps, you made it where you needed to make, but there's nobody around you who gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You have all of this, and it's just you. Is that really what you want? Like, that's why, dude, this shit can stay right where it's at right now, and I'm guaranteeing that everyone's still gonna be like, you know what? At least we did it together.
Right.
If we win or we lose, if this shit goes all the way down the toilet, we did it together. We had a good time.
And that makes everything more satisfying.
Exactly.
You know?
Let's move on to the next thing together.
Exactly.
When I first walked in the building, I showed you my two homies with their own brand. What'd I tell you? They helped me build a brand. Now they're doing their brand.
Now they're doing their own thing.
CEOs, look at them. And I walked away.
Yeah.
That's what matters,
That's what it's fucking about.
Exactly.
No,
That shit gives me chills to this day, bro. Because look,
Legacy
the
is
homie was a
important.
janitor, bro. Now he's a CEO.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how you take it. You feel me?
Who's the janitor?
Jelani.
Oh.
This motherfucker's a CEO. He has classic foreign cars. He got his own place.
Yeah.
This man makes bread, and he's his own boss. He controls his own time. He wants to ride a motorcycle. Shit, he can get anyone he wants now.
I was a glorified
Your start
babysitter.
is never the way you finish either.
Yeah.
And fuck the opinions. Like literally, if you really want to be great, and you have people that literally in the past not even 12 months have experienced so much success, just
Yeah.
surrounding yourself with people that are more successful than you,
For sure.
and ambition, and then you bring something to the table. People hate hearing
That's
that.
the biggest
You
thing.
have to be a value and asset, not a depreciation.
Exactly.
Anything bullshit taken out of it, even liability. You know. So. Congratulations on everything. There's your flowers. Blunt cheers to that.
No,
with your
and
tiny
then-
ass blunt.
Blunt cheers, you guys. Also, too, bro, like what it is sometimes like whether it matters or not, people aren't gonna start believing until they see proof. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Right.
And at the end of the day, the proof in your head, like that confidence, you know, your vision is gonna be the number one thing, and everyone else is just gonna follow. And you're gonna get your flowers as you go, but we don't do it for the flowers. We do it because the shit we want to do,
Exactly.
the shit we want to accomplish, and how we want to live our life.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all failed. All three of us here has failed over and over. We fail little things every week. That are like, you feel me? We fail every single month. We fail every single year. But with every single failure is like, hey, this is what you're not supposed to do. And then when it comes back around, we don't repeat the same mistakes.
Right.
There was two.
Fail
there was-
often, fail early.
Yeah, there was two big things, man. Early back on Fig days, man. Okay, you guys remember how bad the Wi-Fi used to be at back on
Right,
Fig,
yeah.
bro? That shit used to affect me because this is probably like episode 3 where it first starts happening. People are finally knowing who I am,
Catching
knowing
on.
my name. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Syxx helps with everything technically. I'm like, that sounds great. I'm the main tech guy for back on Fig for sure. So why is it an episode later? All the tech things goes to shit. Wi-Fi's cutting out, cameras cutting out.
That's
I'm
on
like,
you.
dude, I'm doing literally everything. I mirrored their setup afterwards to my setup. And still issues were happening. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And slowly people were like, Syxx is fucking everything up. Syxx is the problem. Get rid of Syxx. And we do one episode. Perfect Wi-Fi, perfect camera quality, everything good. What happens the next morning? The channel gets hacked.
No, I remember.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
And that was the saddest thing that to make the other channel.
Dude,
and then
they're
he
using
thought
other
T-Rail
people's
thought it was
studio.
done.
Yeah.
But he said, fuck that shit. I'm going to create this channel and go hard.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's when I knew he was
that
the guy,
was
bro.
crazy.
I got that call.
He didn't stress.
No.
No, he was stressed a little bit.
He didn't crumble.
He didn't crumble.
For
There
sure,
we go.
he didn't
That's a
crumble.
better
That's
word.
the thing. That man went down and did not lay down. That was the biggest thing to me because he had called me.
That inspired
It was
me
like
too.
9 a.m. and I had just like got out, drank, did the whole thing, came back, and he calls and I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, what's this shit on my channel, bro? That says like Tesla Live or some shit." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I go on the computer and I look at it and I see the channel's gone. I was like, "Bro, this shit's not here."
Oh fuck.
I'm like, it just says Tesla Live. I was like, I think your shit got hacked. Like, just like, that's the right thing to say. I think your shit got hacked. He goes, man, fuck, on the other side of the phone. I'm like, shit. I'm like, fuck. And so,
Bro, you know how much effort and love you put into that?
No,
if someone hacked my channel, bro, I don't know how I feel, but I'd probably say the same thing.
Bro, me and Jack talked.
Wow, what a fucking feeling, bro.
I took that shit so to heart, bro. I was like, yo, I don't ever want to like disappoint something that I believe in ever again like that. And he was like, bro, like you didn't do it. Like it wasn't you, it wasn't anything. I said, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit on the chin for sure. Cause if I'm solidifying myself as behind the scenes tech guy, everything when it comes to the production side of this group, then these things need to be my responsibility. Yeah. I do need to be held accountable for these things. Yeah. Exactly. So when it came to like everything,
you
in the
invested
future,
now.
For sure now. Like shit.
You're invested.
Oh
then,
yeah.
You feel me?
At that point,
you're invested.
I was like, dude, anything that I can do, like, let me know. And they're like, well, shit, we were about to go stream at AD's, shoot us topics,
shout
this,
AD.
that, and the other, do timestamps, and like just shit was happening behind the scenes. Now we got Van as well, who is like a really big asset as well. He's not on camera as much, but that dude kills it behind the scenes as well. I got to give him credit every time I speak about anything behind the scenes related. But seriously, like this shit has been a crazy ass journey, and we're gonna continue to grow and thrive.
It's gonna be big. You guys are gonna have your own office location soon, bro.
We got the warehouse.
That show was the number one show on Apple Music. Apple Podcasting.
Crazy, that push. We were at like number 5.
Yeah.
And then so he was like, wait, we're what? I'm like, yeah, bro, we're like number 5 on Apple Podcasts. And he was like, nah, we gotta get to number 1, bro. I'm like, and I told him, once again, here's me learning a very valuable lesson. I'm like, nah, bro, Joe's at number 1. How we gonna beat the Podfather Joe? He's like, man, fuck it, we about to do it. And he just goes on live and like for the whole like 2-3 weeks. Get us to number 1 on Apple Podcasts. Get us number 1 on Apple Podcasts. We hit number 2. I'm celebrating like we won the championship. Yeah. Once again,
he's not satisfied.
I needed to learn that shit, right? He's still not giving up. I'm like, bro, we're number 2. Like, that's crazy. That's a big accomplishment. He's like, nah, not yet, bro. Not yet. Get us number 1 on Apple Podcasts. Fuck it, we're at number 2. And so I'm watching Joe Budden shit I think it was that morning. And I'm seeing oranges flooding the chat at Joe Budden shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Are we going to war? Like, this is crazy. And so, like, back on Fig. And so I typed some oranges my damn self. And like, yeah, Syxx is in here. Blast these oranges. And the oranges keep going crazier. And I look in the morning and I check Apple Podcasts and we're number 1.
Damn.
And so we get on stream that night. So I was like, yeah, number 1, nigga, number 1.
You know what he did, right, Joe?
This is crazy.
He DM'd every single person in that list of top 10, and he said, I'm number 1.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's fucking hilarious. We talked about it. Joe Budden talked about it on the podcast. So I'm like, he goes, I like T-Rail.
Yeah.
He goes, he damn fucking DM'd me. He goes, I'm fucking number 1.
Bro, it's such a
confidence,
genuine
bro.
energy. Exactly, bro. That's what I've kind of learned, like, whenever I get into a room with people, whether I know them or whether I don't, I gotta be me 110%. That's one of the main messages, like outside of podcasting, just about like being a human, being that T-Rose taught me, bro. Get in that room and be you 110%. Fuck whoever feels any type of way about it. That's why none of the negative shit will ever affect me. If it's criticism, for sure.
You gotta learn from. That's what I was gonna say. Criticism, you gotta take it on the chin. Because even every day, if like what I learned, even today, like I literally be like, okay, if you're gonna tell me something, get to the point and give me a solution, right? And I'm talking to him like, damn, this person really cares about me. And I had to apologize, and I'm like, hey, yo, you're the type of person to look out for me before and not tell me, hey, I told you it's gonna happen. No, she's gonna make sure it gets fixed and it's gonna happen. Right now, I'm like, dude, you need that type of people around you to check you when you're not doing something right. So, T-Rail, that you got put into that situation from all that connection and that networking that it took you. You started just doing the homie shit, feel me, and you're just helping the homie out to do a thing. Would you ever think it was going to lead you to the point of Oranges in the Chat being number 1 podcast and being part of something so special?
I feel like, did I ever see it? No. I thought I was doing a cool thing. I thought that it was gonna be cool. It was gonna be a good time. But T-Rail had a crazier vision. Mm-hmm. He was like, no. You see this far, which is great. That's good for a lot of people. I see this.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand my question.
Go ahead.
Check this out. Remember you were telling me you got kicked out your mom's house. You were streaming.
Yeah.
You're outside your college classes doing videos.
Yeah.
You weren't even showing up to classes. You were getting odd jobs. There's somewhere in you that something told you. I had the same feeling too, bro. I know what you're talking about. It's that feeling like, nah, there's more to life.
Oh, for sure. No. That
And you
feeling,
never
for
know how
sure.
you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
You never know what your journey is or what. Everyone has a different journey, and one thing works for somebody doesn't work for you 110%. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it took you such a far place.
Dude, that feeling right there, for sure. That's what I feel like is destiny speaking to you when it comes to like just chasing success and doing something better than the generation before you did. I feel like that feeling lives in a lot of people, but a lot of people don't know how to act on it or activate that motivation behind it. Because just an idea without any kind of action is just lost faith. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. Now look at the message that you wanted to create. All these community places in the city of Long Beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you stick to that message
For
and
sure.
get that through the kids' heads, right? You know how a beautiful thing I saw on the internet was there's a kid in class, bro, doodling. I don't know if y'all seen this thing. He kept doodling in his class. The teacher gets pissed, right? His doodles were so fucking good. He's a kid, Joe. Nike offered him a deal, and he got his own shoe, the doodle shoe, and the whole concept of doodle concept in this thing is recent. This kid was like, you want him to be a pilot, engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. But he just likes to doodle fucking funny characters in a pattern. Who else do we know that does that?
You feel me?
What's his name? We have Bear Bricks. We have Cause. We have all these people, right?
Murakami,
You know how
man.
they started, bro? Murakami and them? They're doodled.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Virgil. I'm pretty sure he doodled all day.
Yeah. All these people just dream.
So if you're out there, and when I was young, they're like, you talk a lot. Now I have a podcast.
I got that too. I got that shit too.
Kind of chime back a little bit. You were saying like, cause what I saw or what I see when you're talking is basically like T-Row taught you, in my opinion, how to be bigger minded.
For sure.
Like don't be small minded. You know, I like to think like when I start something, this is gonna be one of the biggest brands in the world. I'm gonna make this a multi-million-dollar brand in a few years. I have the most confidence or whatever in myself and whatever I do because I feel like everything we've gone through at Big Chief and being around winners, you only know how to win.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to go through struggles. You're going to hit speed bumps, but because you know how to win.
You don't buckle.
Yeah, and you're always going to see the best potential for everything. And it's good that you're around people like that because now you're just thinking big for yourself and you're not even second guessing anything. Syxx, like you're in a great position, bro, and you're already doing streaming before, but now you're just leveling up. Now you're just creating your own lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then while you grow, your other friends are gonna grow, and everyone's gonna grow together. And that's like that's love, bro. Like that's real fucking like something to celebrate right there, bro.
For sure.
Keep with the bigger picture, bro. I'm telling you, do not fall out about anything. Stay till the wheels motherfucking fall off, and I better pay for you. Pay off, like, I swear to you, bro. Everything that you do right now, you don't think you're getting paid, but you're actually getting paid because it's already accumulated at the end.
Oh,
so
sure. I'm doing better than I was before. God damn it.
God bless.
Love that.
God
Love that, bro.
So before we get off, bro, I always like to leave a message to the subscribers, bro. And since you're the guest, bro, I want you to leave something that you always, some advice that you give to your younger self and your current self right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's something you picked up?
I gotta take that Nipsey quote, man, that I always carry with me, bro. It's about the process and about progress and just about the overall marathon, man. Just don't worry about the brick wall. Place a brick every day and just worry about placing that brick. The next day, place another brick. And eventually as you go on, you're gonna have that brick wall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, you have an empire.
For sure.
I use that quote too. You know, I don't know why someone told a story like this. They used Will Smith and his brother's name when I was younger. They're like, every day, the dad used to make them put one brick every single day since they were growing up. They could have been anybody, but this is a real true story. Every day they put a brick, right? And they would put one cement, one brick, each brother. One cement, one brick. And he was teaching them a lesson when you do it together and one day at a time, you'll literally create something so dope you couldn't even see in the beginning. When you put your first brick down, you don't know what the house is going to look like.
Right.
As soon as the first wall goes up, you're like, nah, let me extend this way.
Yeah.
Let me put a pool in it. Let me
Yeah.
jacuzzi, infinity pool. But before you put the first brick down, you weren't thinking of that, right?
Yeah.
The more you fuck around, the more you find out. The more you find out, the more you fuck around. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and show my brother some love. We're gonna actually get lit at the Blue Moon
sure,
Fuck Cancer
man.
party. You know what I mean?
Fuck
so
cancer,
we're up.
man.
Damn.
Shout out your.
I gotta give the biggest RIP to my good friend Cameron. this is something I've never actually talked about on camera, so I'm definitely gonna break this down for you guys.
Talk about it.
I had to be about maybe like somewhere between 6 to 9 years old. I had a friend at church named Cameron. That was my dog. She was everywhere I was. Like, it's like puppy love at that time, but you don't really know what it is because she had a crush on me and I just hated her guts. It was like that kind of thing. But it's like we're always around together everywhere. And Cameron actually died at age 9 of cancer.
Oh shit.
And that was some shit. That was the first time I even had experience with cancer, and just losing a friend in general. So definitely it's gonna be really important for me. Cameron, love you to death, love you forever. Hope to see you one day. But overall, fuck cancer. Big fuck cancer.
Cam's watching over you right now.
Always for sure.
You know
I know that.
right?
I know that in my heart. That girl's for sure watching over me, man.
Hey, with love, prayers to everybody. Go shop All In.
Yeah.
Go shop Joe's a Ho. Go shop Big Chief at Big Chief XRX at Big Chief. If you don't know the brand by now, shit, you're not real chiefer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, with love, guys, keep winning and happy Monday.
Peace.
That shit was fire.
They don't know.
Llama, red pajama, I feel alone with my mama, Baby llama wanna drink, mama had to sing,